Hello, hello, and welcome. Let's talk about the Thunderbolts. So the movie in a nutshell was that Val was trying to create a new superhero who has everything, and next to it there were some like superheroes or maybe a little bit stretched, and it's more like the anti-heroes who were working for her, and then she tries to eliminate them, and then they get together and like try to go against her, and like at the end she makes them the new Avengers. So the whole movie is about this, but there are like some parts that I like more and some parts that I like less that we're going to talk about it. So honestly, the movie was like a good superhero movie. There's no doubt in it. I enjoyed it. I guess everyone enjoyed it in the cinema. But like the humor was there. So the Marvel humor was there. Let's say it like this. But for me, honestly, it was not like a wow Marvel movie. It was not. Maybe that's not a very like popular opinion. But in my opinion, I expect more from a Marvel movie, and this was really not something that you would expect. So it was somehow like even they joke about it, I guess. So they realized that it's not like that class A, because when they became like Avengers, the new Avengers, they even like showed that like they're class B Avengers, something like this. And for me, it was also like this. The storyline was okay, but there were no moments that it was like a shock moment. You could really predict it. It was nothing like I said, wow, such a flip, such a switch. Nothing. So that's why there were not so much like, as I said, I enjoyed it a lot, but there were not something that I said, yeah, that's what I wanted to watch. So it was something like classic, like evil against the goodness, or darkness against the light. It's somehow like a Zoroastrian for me. So that's really classic, as I said. There were nothing like a modern superhero movies. And something that for me was not understanding, it was some of the stories or some of the ideas that I started and they didn't continue, or they didn't like show what happened afterwards. For example, for me it was not understandable why Bucky needed to be in politics. So everything, all of the story could be the same. He would find a way to contact the assistant of Val, even if he was not a politician, So he being a politician was really not playing a big role in the whole storyline. Or like the other politician, was he a senator or he was a judge? I'm not sure. That he told Bucky, I have a big plan for Val. So what was the plan? Did I miss something? Because when I came out of the cinema, I was thinking, what was the plan? So many other things happened, but did the thing that he planned happened? No. Or for example, Mel, the assistant of Valerie. So she was playing a big role in the beginning. She gave some tips to Bucky to follow her, to track her, and then she tried to kill Sentry, the new superhero. And then she was gone. Although I thought she would have a bigger role. So these little things for me was like a question mark. In some movies we have more question marks in head. I should accept it, but I was expecting a little bit that they like connect the dots more. But these things, I guess they were small things. The thing that bothered me the most was when they were called the Avengers or the new Avengers. For me, it was like, after when they announced them, they were like showing some like newspapers and articles, and one of the titles was just like, they're not my Avengers. And exactly on that time, I was thinking like, they're not my Avengers. So somehow something was missing. They were really big class Avengers, if you want to say. Maybe some people say, no, they're the best, like, new Avengers. But for me, something was missing. And also, like, the fact that right now we have still Thor, we have still Hulk, we have Captain America. They are the real Avengers. So what happens to them? So when they come, we know that in the Avenger movie, like the Doomsday, for example, they will be Thor. I'm not sure. I guess they didn't announce Thor, but anyway, or they did. I right now I don't remember, but anyway, they will be in the movie. So what happens? So are they like the ex-Avengers? And when in the post-credit scene, they said that Captain America, Sam, is suing them because of like the copyright, I was just like, yes, do that. Because for me, it is really bothering me. They could stay Thunderbolts and it would be so much for me better or more joyful. But for example, something that I really liked was they reusing of the Stark Tower, because when Val is I guess she bought the Stark Tower, and then she had a very nice sentence that just thinking about how many good fights happened, or how many important fights happened in this place. And exactly that's the thing, that when you look at the Stark Tower, you just like think about it, because like so many flashbacks comes to your mind. So for me it was a very nice reminder. For example, as I said, it had nice parts as well. Just right now I'm like in a mood to talk about like the little holes that was making the film not the perfect movie. But at the same time, I know that this movie was an important movie in the storyline, because we will go and see more of them probably in Avengers, and maybe they said that they will make a new movie also about them. So we are going to see more about them, and it was important to bring us to that, because so many of these anti-heroes we knew from here and from there, but they gathered them together. It was like a reminder for us. For example, something that I really like to see more is about the Ghost. I guess we saw her in Ant-Man, if I'm not wrong, and I really like her character. So for me, it's so nice to see more about her. So they also, at the end of the movie, they say that they're going to make a new movie about them. So let's see what is going on. As I said, I enjoyed the movie. I'm happy I didn't watch it in 3D, because I don't think it needed to be watched in 3D. 2D was totally fine. So if I have time, maybe I would rewatch it. It is not a movie that I say no, not at all. For me, from 10, it would be like 6.57-ish. I would say in the beginning when it started, I thought more like 7.5, but still I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. It was good. So just if you haven't watched, go and watch it, and then afterwards write in the comment what do you think about it. So that's it. If you like my video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, activate the bell, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao!